Hey guys, Better1979 here. I just have to share something that had just happened to me. I contacted Samsung Support Canada, and this is a screenshot because I want a screenshot of the case number. You guys can see it, I don't care. But I want to take this opportunity to just call out something that just happened to me that was crazy. So I contacted Samsung Canada support for this tablet. This is a Samsung Tab S9. And this tablet is having some issue on the left side screen, and this isn't the first tablet that had that for me. I purchased another Samsung back when it just came out, the Tab S9, because it was a great value, blah blah blah, and you know it was a good tablet. And this was going to be a gaming tablet for me to play like Call of Duty Mobile and a couple of other things, watch YouTube and do a couple things, maybe some video editing and stuff like that. But I've had some issue with the first one where there's a part of the screen that wouldn't register. So when you ran that little test with the lines that you're doing, one would just not like register that part of the screen. So it just wouldn't do anything. So that's why I just returned that one, bought another one, ran the same diagnostic test, find out that this one was working all right, even though the Geekbench score was less by 200 and something for single core or 300 than this one. So this one has less performance, but you know, that was fine. Everything ran fine. Like I was playing the games, everything was working great. So and then like a year and maybe a couple months later, this thing doesn't perform anymore. Like the left side of the screen, kind of like the other one, isn't registering my thumb, and I'm using thumb sleeves when I'm pressing and I'm changing thumb sleeves and I'm trying with just my regular fingers, and it just doesn't register. It doesn't register that part. Like when I'm moving the virtual joystick on the thing, it just stops registering, and it's just like I'm stopping. Let's say I'm running and I'm going forward, I'm just stopping. So I decided to call Samsung and see if they could do anything for me, because the tablet was purchased more than a year ago, but just a few months, like 2 or 3 months after the year was expired. So, and I downloaded an app and did remote diagnostic. I think it was Tutor or something on the Play Store that I've downloaded the app for this tablet, and the guy just, we went through diagnostic, like the basic diagnostic that you're doing for USB, face recognition, photos, and all that crap. And I just ran the diagnostic, and it says, everything's working fine, your screen is registering, but it doesn't register like when you're starting to game and the tablet is getting hot, and there's some issue with that part of the screen, the left side part of the screen. There's some issue. Look, sometimes it registers, sometimes it doesn't. So it's kind of like hit and miss, especially when you start gaming for a little while, and it's just annoying, So went through the diagnostic with the guy and everything. And then I say like, yeah, is it going to be out of pocket and blah, blah, blah. He says, yeah, since it's more than a year, you're going to have to pay for it. So I'll just say, well, I'll just sell the tablet for cheap and just, make some content on my YouTube for, I like to say that I'm on YouTube because sometimes it kind of motivates people to, help me out a little bit more. So kind of cheating, I know, but I'm poor, so I'm not making a shitload of money on YouTube, and right now I don't have a job, so it's a little iffy, I just moved to a new province and just trying to look for a job, found a couple which didn't pay great, and some of them were scammers, so they just scam you out of your money, and it's just like, it's not a good experience so far, so for finding a job in Nova Scotia. But yeah, so I digress. But contacted customer support, did all the diagnostic stuff and everything, and at the end the guy that says, can you do a survey for me, and just they would help me out, blah blah blah. And I start taking the survey. I said, like, I put 8 out of 10 for recommending Samsung and customer support and stuff like that. And then the guy said, could you say it's 9 and everything, and I don't see it right away, and can you put 9, that would help me out, and blah blah blah. So I didn't pay attention to it. And then I just start going through the other parts of the survey, and then I see my screen just like moving on its own, and then he goes back like the previous page, and he writes 9, and then I just fucking close everything. I just closed everything, went out to tutor and tried to delete it. Then he went back, and he's going back to the previous window, and it was reopening the window. And then I managed to close everything and just like close the uninstalled tutor, and just like I said, like, what the fuck, dude? He's hijacking my tablet to give himself like good notes, and just being able to give himself like, oh man, it's like I just agreed to, you know, run a diagnostic with him and do stuff and stuff like that, but I didn't agree for him to hijack my tablet and just start freaking giving himself like yo, a good thumbs up and everything. So that's why I'm gonna put the case number that I worked on, because, and I think the guy's name was Patrick, was just kind of ironic because it's my name. But yeah, so it's just like I felt like, did he go look through anything else on my tablet? Did he download any more content and everything? I got super high speed internet, like I got 1.5 gigabyte speed, and the upload is pretty gnarly as well. So hopefully he didn't download anything, any sensitive information or anything else on my tablet. I hope there's a screen recording when he does this shit, because on the Samsung end, I don't know if I'm going to push this any further, but just, you know, sharing it on YouTube is going to be more than sufficient, because man. And this isn't the first issue that I had with Samsung product. I changed my entire ecosystem from Apple to Samsung, and this S24 that I'm filming with right now, when I first moved to Nova Scotia, I used Google Map, and then the phone that is brand new just started fritzing out, so I had to restart the phone mid-drive while I needed to take an intersection, and hopefully, you know, thankfully I just took the right one because I memorized it on the map. But it was just like, you're going somewhere that you never went before, you don't want to get stuck somewhere, you're running low on gas, and it's like, I never had any issue with Apple. I'm sure people had issue with Apple, but the fact that I had issue with two tablets, two Tab S9 and one S24 Plus with 512 gigs and like, I don't know, like 12 gigs of RAMs or something, a little bit more than RAM, so 18 gigs of RAM or something like that. It's just like, it boggles me. And what they did right now with the invasion of privacy that they did, just going through and just giving yourself like thumbs up and just 9 and the best score and everything else, it's just like, no, I'm done with Samsung. I'm gonna sell all this shit. Just gonna get rid of everything Samsung and just never going back there again, because this is a violation. Like this is something that I never consented to him to have access to, just giving himself praise and himself a good score and everything. It's just like, dude, it's just like, it blew my mind. Like you can't really do that. Like, it's the customer that has to give you your score. You know, you can't use the remote access that I just give you to give you a good score. Like, this is, for me, a fireable offense. Like, this is something that, you know, that guy wouldn't work at Samsung anymore. I would just fire him, and just like, personally, I just wouldn't care. Like, it's like if somebody gives me a bad score because I couldn't help them out or something like that, like, that's part of life. And if that affects my performance and everything and makes in sort that I get fired, well, you know, it's that. So it's life, you know, stuff happens. So, but I gave him an 8, and I gave him like, you know, relatively good performance and good stuff, and it just had to just at the end, he just had to mess everything up, and just like, nope, after that, I'm giving you 0, 0, 0, 0 all the way, boy. 0 all the way. I'm not like, I'm probably gonna call Samsung, and it's like, it's gonna be like, it's not gonna be good. So, but yeah, so my Tab S9, I'm probably gonna sell it, because other than that issue, it's working fine. So I'm just gonna do factory reset and sell it like $200 or something, or $300, something cheap, and it's in Canadian money. So you know, this thing is still selling for $10.99, so you know, $1,100. So for the Tab S9, so I'm just gonna sell it and just get rid of it and just go buy an Apple iPad Air or something with the new M3 chip, and that's gonna be that. So you know, hopefully that person is gonna enjoy this tablet for a couple more years. And you know, my phone, I'm probably gonna sell that S24 too and just like get rid of it and just go back to Apple, because I just can't deal with a company that's not right and that's invading your privacy like that. It's like, once I gave him remote access like that, is he gonna be able to go back in my tablet afterwards and just go back and look at some other information and stuff like that? Like, it really got me like, whoa, if he's willing to do that, what else is he willing to do, you know? So yeah, that's my experience, and that's what happened, and I just had to share it real quick and just share it with you guys, because that was just insane, and just like, nope, nope, no, I don't want it, nope. Nope, nope. This is something that I'm just still flabbergasted. I'm just like, I'm still in like a weird space, and it's just like, no, that wasn't fun. Like when you're getting hacked or something like that, and it's just like, it felt like that. It felt like I was getting hacked, and it's like all my information and stuff like that. It's just like, it's not a good feeling. Let's just say it like that. So yeah, this tablet, like after a year of gaming and pretty moderate gaming and watching YouTube and Netflix and a couple of things, like it just has some issue, and it's starting to get slow. And I have a Wi-Fi issue also, that when I'm connecting to Wi-Fi, it just disconnect, reconnect, disconnect, reconnect, disconnect, reconnect, and it's just like, it's fritzing until it finds the right connection. And it's just like, I don't know, I never had any issue with Apple. Like, Apple just worked every time, and it just like, I don't know, man. I don't know, maybe because Samsung is Chinese or something like that, I don't know, but I don't feel comfortable just having any more Samsung product. Like, I'm going back to Apple, and I'm just forgetting Android, like for the rest of my life. I'm not touching any more Androids. Like, I don't want it. It's not up to specs. It's not up to snuff with Apple. I'm sorry, Android fans, but nope, I just can't. I just like the privacy issues, the hacking, and that's stuff like that. I know it might be a one-off, but it's just like, I don't like it. So this is something that, I know I'm rambling a little bit, but I'm still in that headspace. That's why I wanted to capture this moment, and just like, while I was still in that headspace, and just, you know, give you guys my feeling on it, because it's just insane. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and it'll you know, maybe give you some ideas and some thoughts on Samsung, and you know, what they're willing to do. And you know, just be careful when you give them remote access, because it's you might have some bad experiences afterwards. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up, and please share. That would help me out a lot if you're you know, willing to just spread the word, and just on this experience that happened to me, and just like, if that can happen to me, like it can happen to anybody. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and catch you guys on the next one.